Okay, so welcome to the house. I wanted to do a walkthrough video of the whole place because this weekend is the official 2-year anniversary of us living in this house. So pretty much everything you see growing here, I've planted in the last 2 years. It's been a pretty awesome transformation. So I'm not really going to talk the whole time. I'm just going to kind of walk around and show what the yard looks like. But we do have a neighbor mowing the grass. We put the fence in, not just for landscaping, but so Caesar could come out the front door and go around to the back. Look at the begonias growing out of the cracks in the side of the house. I did not plant those. So pretty cool. But we're gonna turn and go up these steps. So the front porch kind of wraps around. All right, so we have this awesome elephant ears doing great right there. These are dwarf morning glories right here. I'll definitely plant those again next year. A lot of these pots have just done really well. I have a couple of ferns hanging that are ferns from last year that I kept. So the porch was, the swing was here when we bought the house. So anyway, lots of cool stuff growing. Here's a little baby dogwood. This bed, I'm gonna kind of redo it because I don't really love it. It looks a little too chaotic even for me. So these shrubs back here are Gardenias. They're growing well. This bird bath I got on the side of the road, if you believe that. So this is a hydrangea and it's doing so good. It's the exact same kind as the ones in the back in the pots. This one's a lot bigger. I have tons of stuff crammed in here. I have yellow knockout roses. And this pot right here in the middle is hibiscus. And I kept it over the winter in the basement last year. It has a bloom here and there, but not a ton. This hydrangea right here was here when we bought the house. It got bit by frost after it had buds on it, and so it hasn't been as pretty this year. It was beautiful last year. And then this bed, I'm trying to get this purple stuff to end up filling the whole bed in the summer, so I think I'm doing a good job. It's coming. As pieces break off, I throw them back here, and they actually do grow from that, so pretty cool. There's the sunflowers. They're actually, some of them are dying, but we have a lot of little finches getting on them and eating the seeds. Anyway, let's go down to the back. We had to have some sort of path because of the dogs, and they still kind of tear it up, and I have to re-rake it. But so I had a rose in this pot last year for many years, and it just didn't do good. So this is that obelisk that I attempted to build, and it's awful. But this is a Hyacinth Grape, and it's supposed to grow like crazy. It's just now starting to. But let me try to get away from it. I do like how it looks. I think it's pretty. This is the baker's rack I got for free off of Marketplace. And this is that drawer, if you can see it under there. Oop, there is a drawer under there. I was gonna sell it at the farmer's market, but it started splitting. You can't really tell in this video, but it wasn't gonna stay together. So I just put it down there and it loves it. So anyway, there's that. Let me turn around. This is our dwarf crepe myrtle, and this is just about as tall as it gets, so it's pretty cool. It stays little. On the outside of the fence here, I planted a bunch of stuff. It doesn't look like much now, but it's a grape. Over here, that's a grape. I have a few of them. See another one way down there. So I have 3 grapes growing up onto the fence. And then these in this horseshoe are strawberries, but you know, this isn't their time of year. This is a little peach tree right here. And then you can see here, see if I can zoom. Here's another of the grape hyacinth bean growing on the obelisk thing. And you can see it's starting to have little blooms on it, so that's cool. I thought it was going to do that all summer when I planted it. But anyway, here's somebody wanting his toy fern. You can see by the grass that it's really struggled. This huge tree that we love, which is fantastic, but it's keeping a lot of grass and things from growing. So these hydrangeas are the ones I was saying are like the one out front. They're the exact same kind of plant, and I have 3 of them. They were in the ground and they were dying, I guess from the tree root. So I dug them up and put them in these pots, and they're actually growing. This is one of my new favorite plants since I moved to North Carolina. It's called an Abelia kaleidoscope, and I have 3 of them right here. I have these little Cannas that did so good last year right here, but they're just sort of struggling this year, but that's okay. I have more of these Japanese privet plants right through here. Somebody wants a ball thrown again. Anyway, oh, now you can see. So they're supposed to have these purple things all over the whole thing. Maybe it's coming, you know, so I hope so. Oh, he's back. This is what happens anytime you're in the yard. Okay, and then here's my gutter that is awesome. These are all succulents that are hardy. So I'm gonna leave this thing right here all winter. This little flower seeded itself there. So that's a little vinca, and it said, I wanna live here. So it does. Oh, he's back. There, that would keep him busier. Okay, our pretty gazebo that we put up is awesome. We can keep our chairs from getting wet, our cushions, and we can roll down the shade out on this side in the evening because the sun here is so brutal in the evening, and we can sit there. It has a ceiling fan in it too now. So pretty ceiling fan. Yes, we are loving this thing. Since I'm here, I'll go ahead and do the, I didn't clean anything up, I just wanted it to be real. But around this tree is really pretty. I don't know if the video, you know, lets you know that, but it's just real pretty. I have a bunch of hostas and a couple of ferns and stuff growing. So I really like it. He is actually barking because I need to throw his ball. What a little stinker. There you go. Look at him. He could do that all day. Okay. Now we get to, I got these shelves at Walmart, or these, whatever they are, planters. They're really awesome. That's what those morning glories are in out front. Here's my pretty corner that people that know me are familiar with because it was the first thing I planted here. So I actually do have a little tiny hedge in the works along the front of it. And I have the little metal fence that I like it because you really can't see it, so it's not necessarily an eyesore, but I have a fence there because the dogs were breaking these. This is a soft touch compact holly, and they grow pretty easy here. So there's my salvia looking big, and then look behind it and you'll see this rose that is really showing off right now. I have a bunch of things that look kind of wild in there, and I'm probably gonna clean up this corner and sort of redo it a little bit this winter and early spring. But the hops, of course, you know, are the stars of the show. I'm gonna thin the hops out because for obvious reason, they're really thick. I mean, they look awesome and I love it, but it's too much, you know, it's too much for that archway too. But here's this. I need to put more mulch down, but here's what I mean about the hops. See, they just kind of take off and they've started growing up. I thought I had one I could show, but see, they've started more just right there. They keep sending shoots off. So I'll dig them up and either give them away or sell them or something. Look at the roses from over here. I know the sun's kind of messing it up, but they're really, really, really beautiful. So yeah, these are Rosa Sharon that a friend gave me, and I planted 4 here, and I probably need to take 2 of them out and trim them up and stuff. But I have a lot of stuff going on. I won't go into all of it. But this rose, it's so pretty in the spring with blooms. It has grown shoots, see, across the top of the fence there, and then the top of the fence here. So I don't know if it's a good idea to let it keep doing that, but I'm gonna let it, and we'll see if it like gets flowers on it. When I bought the salvia this spring, I actually meant to buy more of this one, because this is the one I really liked. Bees can get into the, you can see the bumblebees on it. Bees can get into this one easier. There's 3 bees on there right now. Then this one, they kind of have to dig into it somehow. But hummingbirds, where is it there? Hummingbirds like this one a lot. And the bees still get on it. Like, see, there he is. But I read that it's a little harder for them to get the good stuff out of there. So let's come out of here. And then we have my potato patch. And I thought about digging them up. There's a bunch of bees. Eek. I thought about digging them up this weekend, but I think I'll wait a little bit longer. You can see some of it's ready, but we'll wait. So these are tomatoes. They just, I think I'm gonna grow a different kind next year, because these, I've really cut like half of the leaves off of this, and you see, you can't even get in there to pick them off. It's just crazy. I don't really like it being so wild, but anyway, I have peppers down here. You know, here's some hanging out. Look, there's a bunch of them. I have a bunch of jalapenos growing. They're really big, but look, I have another one of these spiders. So I'm not really loving that, because that's not a great place for that spider to be. Here's another rose, and you can see how tall it is. It's up to my shoulders, and it keeps producing, and it doesn't care that it's right here by this canna that keeps leaning on it. So that's pretty neat. Last year I threw down morning glory seeds. I did not replant anything this year, but they've come back. You know how they do. And these are daisies, and they were really pretty. A patient gave me a little piece, and see, it's grown into this whole big patch. So I'm going to divide this fall, put them in other places. But look at the morning glories growing up through the cannas. I think it's pretty, so I just let them do it. They're really just very eye-catching blooms. See how they look like they're electric. Anyway, this pot is about to fall. See, it has the creeping Jenny in it. but there's morning glory growing through it, so I'm just letting it hang there. Oh gosh, let's see. These ferns, they are doing so great. I guess because they're under this bench. I'm gonna have to redo the bench this winter too, or figure something out. I kind of like how it looks. It's pretty cool. But here's some of these. Oh, I just went blank. Dinner plate hibiscus. Look, I weaved it together because somebody told me to do that. So it's maybe 12 inches tall. I'm gonna weave a few more together because I have a bunch of them. I have some clematis up here somewhere in there. And then this is one of those azaleas that's supposed to bloom multiple times, and it has not. It didn't even bloom, like one little bloom in the spring. So I don't know what's up with that. These cannas are the massive, oh my gosh, they're the same as the other kind, but they're really, 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 really tall. This plant right here is supposed to have an orangey looking peach bloom on it, and a patient gave me a couple of starts of that, and I think it's just getting shaded too much, so I'm gonna move it over here on the other side of the greenhouse. So here's some peppers that have really done pretty well. I had to pick a tomato hornworm off of it the other day because it ate a bunch of leaves. So, but it's producing a lot. And then we got the greenhouse, which I think looks super cute in here. I've tried to kind of straighten it up because it was a little bit chaotic. I got this cute little thing at somewhere, home goods store, I think. Anyway, I put my little sign in here. It's real cute. This is one of those petunias that didn't sell at the farmer's market, and it's just drop dead gorgeous, really. But yeah, blaming on my roots, definitely. I wanted this massive pot to put here specifically at the greenhouse and grow one of these roses in it. And the rose is not producing a lot of blooms. See, it has none. It doesn't have any bud on it now. And it's the same as that pretty one up against the fence. But this is the begonia I have growing everywhere, inside and outside the house, that a patient gave me a couple years ago. And I keep sticking it in water. Pieces break out off, I stick it in water and it grows. I've got tons of them just from the plant that lady gave me. So this, there's a shrub in here, and the shrub is dying. So you can see in there, it's dying, and I know that. But this white thing looks so pretty, so I said I'm just gonna leave it, you know, until end of summer. I have another canna that's from when I thinned them out in the beginning of the year. I have more of these hardy hibiscus plants. So that's the one I think I'm gonna do some braiding on. These are pretty big. They're taller than that other one. And then this is the little gem magnolia that I just planted recently, and a lobelia. And I really like my little window. And then I have this corner. I don't necessarily show it a whole lot. It's pretty new. We've had this since soon after we moved in, and it's really starting to grow now. I just wanted a little privacy because you can see, like, this is an intersection and a lot of people drive through here. So I just wanted to close it off a little bit. But anyway, these are the drop-in pots that I got at Lowe's that were on sale. I think I paid $2. $2 for everything in there. And I have another one over here, $2 for this one. So it looked pretty much dead in the store, but I knew if I brought it home it would look okay. This is a Mexican petunia that I got from Andrew, the same friend that gave me the Rose of Sharon over there. And so he gave me 2 of these because I really have been wanting them. And so I just have random couple pots with stuff so you can see it from outside the fence. These are cosmos that I planted from seed, And they're really cute. They just are kind of hanging out in the air. This one's about to have some blooms. So they look real cute blowing in the wind from outside the fence. And then I have this sunflower that I stuck in this massive pot. This is the biggest pot I've ever had. You really can't tell in the video, but like, here's my hand. See, it's really big. I don't know how many gallons it is, but I can't remember the name of that plant right off. But the sunflower did really good, and see, I have another one trying, but the birds have stolen almost all the seeds out of that, which is cool, you know, whatever. But these are a lot of random little things. A patient gave me this. It's a Lantana. It really needs to be in the ground somewhere. It'll come back each year and be really pretty with blooms. I just need to find a spot to put it. I may put it right here in the ground, or I may put it by the greenhouse. Anyway, this is this vine that's been growing all year, and it's supposed to have tons of blooms because it's a black-eyed Susan vine, and it's only had 2 blooms randomly. Oh, look, it has one now. Shut me up. 3 blooms. Burp. But it's really supposed to have tons of these, and it hasn't. Oops. So anyway, there's that. This is a coleus from a coleus that a friend gave me last year, and I just took, you know, like one stem, stuck it in water, and now I have a few of these growing all over. There's more of those dinner plate hibiscus plants that I've got to get rid of. These, look, they're doing really good. These are quite a bit smaller. I don't know why. Anywho, so that's my backyard. Here comes the guardian. Can't do anything without her. Can't pick your nose without her watching you. She's very, very nosy. Anyway, that's the house. Oh, let me show you the back porch. These are definitely the most beautiful planters I have ever done in my whole life. Love them. They're really, 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 really pretty. And this is what I'm going to do more of next year to sell. They're just really awesome. I'm not going to go up on the porch because it's been 22 minutes already. So anyway, thanks for watching. I know some people enjoy looking at the yard as much as I do. And there it is. That's the yard. We have this big swing set because we have 2 little grandsons now. So, you know, it will get lots of use when they come to visit. So there's everything. Have a great Labor Day. And we've had a nice 2 years here so far. And we look forward to lots more. Thanks.